Recently, the media program decided to pilot a cooperative learning experience at the middle school to give students a preview of what TV media is like. Mrs. Coletti's 8th grade English classes had the opportunity to learn more about TV media by working with high school media students to make a public service announcement.
The public service announcement project is a project that gave my 8th grade English classes the opportunity to collaborate and work with Mr. Traina's TV media students to create and write and produce and film a public service announcement about an issue that they considered to be really important.
The initial expectations that I had is just to kind of make students aware of TV media down at the middle school, to show them that there was another option as they came up to the high school.
We have been creating a PSA project, which is a public service announcement, and we had to choose a project or a theme that we wanted to share with people around us and our classmates, and we had to create a PSA announcement working with the high school students to show everybody what we were learning about and give them a message.
So essentially what happened was my students brainstormed topics and did the research for the topic, and then they worked through the pre-production steps with a high school mentor. Mr. Traina and I tried to assign one high school mentor per group of 4 or 5 students, and then those mentors guided my students through the process of pre-production and all the way through the process of filming.
Basically what the role of the high school students to do with the middle school is to be a mentor or a teacher. They're not really peers based on the age gap, and they're not really peers based on the level of knowledge that they have as far as media is concerned, as far as technology is concerned. So really what they are, they're mini teachers or mentor teachers.
Well, what we did is middle schoolers, we thought it would be nice to give them a chance to work with the media program at the high school, since they don't really have anything like that down at the middle school.
Although the collaboration worked out in the end, there were a few challenges that were faced along the way.
The logistics of how the middle school periods match up with the high school periods, it did make it a problem to be able to have enough time to work with them.
Some of the time we couldn't meet with our high school mentors in school, so we used a program called Skype.
They would call us, and Ms. Coletti has a camera so we could see them and talk to them, and so they could give us advice.
When our schedule would line up with their schedule, we would go over there and actually hands-on help them create their projects.
Like, they basically come to our school and they give us ideas what we have to do, and so we filmed it, we made a treatment, we made a script.
The high school students worked really well with sitting down with them and working through the process of their story, and then working through the process of acting in it, and then again the process of putting it together, editing it, and finally showing them their finished product.
The most important goal of this project was for both the high school and middle school students to have a positive learning experience.
From all the feedback I was hearing from all the kids, they seem like they really like it, and I think this is a way that we're going to have a lot more media students than if we didn't have this program. So I think it was a huge success, and I really think the whole process of showing them how to create a story, write a script and a treatment and put it together and everything is really, really going to be good for them.
And I think my expectations were met. I think in some aspects they were exceeded as far as the enthusiasm that both the middle schoolers showed and also my students showed towards the project.
I think what students took away from this project, first of all, the experience of doing some in-depth, high-quality research about a topic of their choosing, the steps involved in pre-production, the fact that it's not just improvise and film, the fact that there's so much reading and researching and writing that goes on behind the scenes to produce something that's, again, well-researched and high quality and good for TV.
Before this project, I have seen RDTV. I knew of it, I didn't watch that much, but I've seen it before. And now I look at it a whole different way because I know what you actually have to do to get to film and everything.
Before, I had heard about it a little bit and I hadn't really thought much of it, but now, after actually being part of the process, I think it's a really good experience.
Overall, I really liked this project. I learned so much about media. Basically, the whole project was a new experience because we've never done anything like this. Like, it was so much fun working with the high schoolers and seeing what they were like because we're going to be there next year.
I would say that their favorite part by far was getting to meet and their high school mentors and learn about the TV media program and work just in a different kind of collaborative way.
This was nice for me to kind of get out there and show people what I know about the media program, and being able to aid others was really nice because then I kind of even realized how much I've learned in the media program, so it was nice for me to go out there and teach them what we have here.
I enjoyed working with the high school students and making this project, and it is definitely going to be one of my highlights of English.